In today's lesson, I'm going to introduce you to negative numbers and what they look like on a vertical number line, as well as items that are commonly used when we have negative numbers. Okay, what we're going to do today is use a number line to show how values change and become negative values. Okay, this first example is going to show the final temperature if it starts at 2 degrees and drops 6 degrees. For this example, I'm going to put 2 at the top of my number line because it's going to start at that value, and I know that it's going to go down from there. So if I fill in with numbers, I'm going to use a scale of 1, and once I get to the 0 point, I no longer have positive numbers. Okay, in this introduction, we're going to learn how values can change to be negative. So when we have things lower than 0, we have negative numbers. Moving away from the 0, we're going to just continue counting down, except now we have negative numbers. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and this last line we'll mark as -7. So as you move away from the 0 and we're below it, these are our negative numbers. To show this change on a number line, I'm going to highlight the starting point, and then I'm going to show what would happen if it drops 6 degrees. So I'll count 6 spaces away from the 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my end point is -4. If I write an equation that represents what I just showed you, I have the starting point 2 minus the 6, and I found that that equals -4. This is the first time you're exposed to negative numbers, and so you'll see that it is possible to take a larger number away from a smaller number. The result will just be negative. In this example, you'll see temperature is a very common place where we see negative numbers. Okay, negative values of temperature just means a temperature below 0. This next example is going to reference elevation, which will be a new topic that we talk a lot about in Unit 7. Elevation refers to above and below sea level. Sea level is going to be our 0 point. So if you're at sea level, that would be 0, meaning if you're below it, that you would have a negative value, and then if you're above sea level, we would assign a positive value. In this problem, we're starting at 4 feet below sea level, and we're going to climb, which means I'm going to go up 5 feet. So the -4 will be my starting point, and then I'm going to go up from there. To complete this number line, okay, if I have -4 here and I'm moving up, as I move up through negatives, okay, it's like I'm counting backwards. So -4, -3, -2, -1, then our 0, okay, and then above our 0 is back to our positive numbers. Okay. Again, on this example, what I want you to do is show me the starting point. Okay, again, 4 feet below sea level here. And climbing 5 means I'm going to move 5 spaces up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so in this problem, what I just modeled for you is -4 plus 5 equals a +1. Notice here when I answered that this was a +1, we don't need to include the plus sign. Okay, we can assume positive values as long as it doesn't have a negative symbol. The last thing in this new introduction to this unit is being able to represent integers from scenarios. Okay, so we're going to get comfortable with new vocabulary in this unit. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about money, elevation, and temperature so that we see where there are positive and negative numbers in the real world. Okay, the first example is referencing elevation again. okay, because I'm referring to sea level. And when I'm above sea level, I'm going to write a positive number. So 6 feet above sea level, I'm going to write with 6. Again, you don't need to write the plus sign. Okay, we assume this is a positive 6 because there is no negative symbol. The next one is referencing temperature. Okay, and when I'm below 0, that would mean I have a negative value. So the integer here that I could write is minus 34. The third one is a common money reference. Okay, the word debt in this problem means owing money. So when we owe money, we would say, again, that's a negative integer, negative 8. Okay, again, the fourth one, below sea level. Okay, that means underneath our 0. So we have another negative number here, so negative 54. And then the last one, we have 52 degrees above 0. Okay, that's again above our 0 on our vertical number line is positive values, so we have a positive 52. This provides a good entry point into Unit 7. And again, we're going to learn a lot of new vocabulary and be working with positive and negative numbers.